Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to enter matrices into this program called Sage, which will be able to do calculations for us, saving us some time. So we're going to begin by looking at this example of a 2x3 matrix and how to enter it. Okay, so on the left, I have our matrix. On the right-hand side, we have our Sage. So if we want to feed in a matrix, we're going to write matrix and then parentheses. And inside of the parentheses, we're going to put sort of 3 blocks of information. So first, we're going to tell it the number of rows we have. So in this case, we've got 2 rows. Then we're going to put the number of columns, which we see is 3. We're separating these guys with commas. And then we're going to make a list of all of the values of the matrix, reading them off by across the rows. These go inside of square brackets. You can see as we're building this that it helps to close, like if we have a parenthesis on the left, we write the parenthesis on the right away and move our cursor inside there to type in. Okay. So we're going to be writing these entries in row by row. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put a comma after at the end of each number so that the computer knows, okay, we're on to the next value. Okay. And if we press evaluate, we can see this matrix, it appears. Let me show you one other thing. So when we are working with a matrix, it's really helpful to give it a name so that we can refer to it. So so that we don't have to like enter it each time. So for example, if we want to call this matrix A, we're just going to write A equals the matrix and then our values. Let me show you one trick for putting these values in so that we have more accuracy, is that when we get to the end of a row, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, we can press the enter and it'll start a new line and then write in the rest of our values. Okay, now when we evaluate it, it's not going to show us anything because what we've done is we've said A means this matrix. Okay. But if we want to check on it, we can say print with parentheses, and in the parentheses, we're going to say, what is A? And it'll tell us that matrix. Okay. One other command that we'll learn today is now we have this matrix A, we can ask about its properties. So one property of a matrix is its reduced row echelon form. So the way that we write this is we do A dot RREF, and then we're going to put parentheses with nothing inside of it. So this is a property of the matrix A, is this reduced row echelon form. And if we evaluate it now, we can see its reduced row echelon form is 1, 0, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So first here is the printout of A, and then below it we have the reduced row echelon form of A.